Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Okay. Ready? Ronald, first of all, what do you make of the row that's brewed between FIFA and the FA regarding the wearing of poppies on the shirts at international football level?
Let's talk about football. No, but okay. I think I can understand because I think about memories and maybe they are too strict. But okay. There will come a decision about that and we will see it.
We will talk about football, and obviously James McCarthy has only made one substitute appearance since the last international break, so therefore what do you make of his call-up to the Republic of Ireland squad this time around?
The player is not fit. The player is not involved in team sessions. I think to have a call up, you need to be close to be fit. But it's a little bit the same story. What happened last time? We spoke to James. My advice to James is stay here and do training and be fit as soon as possible. But the final decision is by the player.
With that in mind, though, as well, have you spoken to Martin O'Neill?
No. It's not necessary. Because we have the contact between the medical staff. And if the manager don't take the right decision, maybe he can take a good advice of the medical staff.
Well, Martin O'Neill seems to be quite forthright in effectively saying that Everton have been bleating about James McCarthy's treatment. How do you respond to that?
No, but I spoke about this, and let's stop talking. I talk about him, he's talking about me, and let's stop. That's the best.
Looking at the other injured players, Stekelenburg and Baines, where are they in terms of their fitness?
Martin Stekelenburg, yes, is back. He did the normal week sessions. He's ready and he's fit to play. Baines not. He's close to be back. But okay, we don't take any risk because after the weekend we have the international break. And then normally, if everything goes well, he will be back after the international break.
On top of that, how big a miss is Idrissa Gueye this weekend, given he's suspended?
Of course, it's always a miss because the boy has really a lot of energy, win a lot of balls on the midfield. But okay, it's not about one player. Our squad is strong enough. We have enough choices to make who will replace Ghana in the weekend.
How difficult as well, though, is it coping with that Chelsea formation of 3-4-3? A lot's been made of it. It seems that teams have struggled to get to grips with that so far.
Yeah, but first of all, I think it's not always about the system. I think they have really, the team is playing out of really high intensity, aggressive start every game. We need to deal with that. Of course, we know the system. Play out the same system what West Ham did last weekend. Okay, we need to prepare ourselves and to get a good result.
And just on Funes Mori, because Daniel Pazzarella this week has said he believes that Funes Mori should be captain of Argentina ahead of Messi. What do you make of that?
I don't know.
He says he has the right characteristics, the right personality.
No, that's true. Funes is really first is a very good defender, and his personality, maybe yes, but okay. Who I am to discuss about Messi, yes or not, the captain for Argentina? No, it's not mine business.
The decision you have, though, is whether to bring back Phil Jagielka, I'd imagine, given that you kept a clean sheet last week with Funes Mori at the heart of that defence. Does that make it more difficult to bring the captain back?
Of course. It's always difficult to make and you expect to make the best decision. But okay, that's my job and I'm happy that I have things to decide. I think that's positively.
Have you made that decision yet?
By myself, yes.
not going to tell us though.
No, of course not. First the players. You will see it on Saturday.
Just as well, Ronald, how different has the mood been this week after that victory over West Ham?
It's always different. It's a different atmosphere in the dressing room, in the club, by winning or by losing. I think that's normal. Still, I have difficulties by myself to accept defeats, and I think I expect the same mentality of my players and different ways to lose the game. But I was personally really very disappointed after Burnley game, and but okay, the win makes it different, and but that's football. You can enjoy 1 day, 2 days about winning the game. You can be disappointed 1 or 2 days, but then you need to prepare the next one, and that you get after a defeat, you get another chance to win the game, and if you win, you like to continue winning. But okay, we know that will be very difficult.
May I just ask you about set pieces in terms of defending set pieces? Nobody has conceded less goals than Everton this season. I think you conceded 1 from a set piece this season.
West Brom, yes.
Against West Brom, yeah, from that corner. What is it that you're doing out there? Are you expressly doing more work with them? Because last season it was almost the other end of the spectrum for Everton.
Of course, was a big issue to change this, to have better defending, and also better offensively set plays, because they conceded 14 goals out of set plays last season, and that's crazy. And we start to show clips out of last season, and we put a different organization in. I think we're giving more attention to set plays, at least twice a week. We did this morning a meeting about Chelsea, but only about set plays. And I think you need to bring the players really more involved. Of course it's finally my responsibility, but the players need to be involved in set plays. They need to talk between themselves about set plays. What's the best way to defending Chelsea, or what's the best ways to have good defending against West Ham? Because football games, most of the time, you win and you can lose out of a corner, a free kick, and you need to prepare yourself. And I'm really happy now that we are defending well, but we need to continue, and that's important, and that's also confidence. Maybe if you conceded a lot of goals, it's also maybe a little bit afraid to get corner kicks against, and maybe nervous. But we talk to the players. The players are involved in the defending set plays, and it's good to hear that we're doing better than last season. But that was not so difficult.
I imagine they quite enjoy that, do the players, in terms of combination of video stuff and out in the training ground.
Yeah, but it's always you can tell them, or I think the best way is to show them the clips and what happened, and ask them why you don't defending, why you don't continue defending your opponent, and that's little by little the players are more involved, and they feel a little bit more than they are also responsible. And it's not the responsibility of the manager always, it's also the responsibility of the players.
Was that something that you took upon yourself when you were a player? I think everybody in England knows your set piece special.
Yeah, but it's the easiest way to win the game. If you have good players of corner kicks, you have good headers, you have good defensive organization. We also did a great job in Southampton 2 years. I think in 2 years we conceded maybe maximum 2-1 out of a second ball in a corner kick against City. But it's of course you need good defenders, you need good headers, but you can do a lot with practicing, with prepare the players and to show them what and how we need to have a good defending.
Thank you.
Julian. Ronald, can I just go back to James? You say you've spoken to him and advised him on what you would like him to do. How did he take that from you? How did he receive that information?
No, but we spoke about this. What's the best? What we want and what I want. And I think finally the player by himself, the same, likes to play for Everton, and likes to play good for Everton. And then, of course, you get your call for the international team. But it starts by playing for Everton. And I think also the player by himself learn out of what happened the last time, and he was overloaded and he got an other injury, and it's the best for everybody is first be fit, train with your club, and then you're ready for the national team, and not vice versa.
But do you think also, because he's a young player and obviously he's very keen, he has a desire to play as well,
but
that it's a bit of
it's always-
frustration for him with that lack of game time?
It's always difficult because the player is between Ireland and between Everton, but I think first of all you need to do what is the best for your club, and if you're ready, if you are fit, of course you play for your nation. But in his situation he needs to be fit first. If not, he will struggle again, and I don't expect that.
Also on the injury front, Ronald Koeman picked up a knee injury.
He did his team session today. Yes, he's back in training, but of course he's not fit for being named in the squad for the weekend.
There's a knee issue that kept
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you.